time it is. Time for the hottest wrestling podcast on the planet. Beyond the Barricade with your hosts, RPM, Dollar Bill, the Cleaner, and the Brain. Let's get started.
I just want to say, I just want to interrupt a little here. I was able to catch the show last week. Yeah, it's been a pretty rough week for me. Obviously, I wasn't here. And it's probably been the hardest week of my life. But I just want to say thank you to everybody for the well wishes. Thank you for the tribute. It meant a lot to me and my family. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, everybody.
It's our pleasure, brother.
Amen.
Now
Thank
back
God
to the
for
boobs and the
your
butts.
service.
Yes, you would have loved that.
Boobs
Yeah.
and butts. Boobs and butts.
Because you know why?
Butts.
They actually, we actually were able to get the Marines a part of the funeral services,
Ooh.
and they played taps. And yeah, I broke down. I'm not gonna lie, I broke down.
Okay.
But it was touching, and he would have loved it.
I'm sure he was watching it with pride.
Yes.
Smiling.
So-
Beaming.
So this weekend was a bit of a fight scene over in Scotland.
In Scotland.
Yep.
Scotland.
The Rangers and Celtics played the final game.
Mhm.
Obviously, Glasgow burned down, and I think Celtic is from Edinburgh.
Is it? That's a good question.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where Celtic FC is from, but yeah, no, they were playing, and there's nothing to do with wrestling at all in Scotland.
Nope, not at all.
Nope, no wrestling.
It was a typical Saturday in Scotland. Soccer matches all over the place and fights galore.
Bar fights. Bar fights. Don't forget the bar fights.
Yep,
Pub fights. I was saying
Pub
pub
fights.
fights. You're right. Pub
Yep.
fights. Yes.
because there was a lot of the Irish coming over and bringing the beer.
First it was a pub crawl, and then
Right.
there was a pub fight.
No. Pub crawl into a pub brawl.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah.
There you go. Dollar Bill gets a point.
But yeah.
But
Good old Murray, Scotland.
WWE decided to go over there and put a little thing on.
Start a
Thing
brawl.
called Clash at the Castle. And 4 title matches,
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
1 title change.
Yeah.
The ladies' tag
And-
team titles changed hands.
Mm.
The Unholy Union, Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, 2 Scottish-born ladies, are now the women's tag team champions. Good for them.
After defeating Gerald Briscoe and Pat Patterson, the Stooges.
Actually, I think they beat Jackie and Stephanie.
Let's be honest. Okay.
All right.
If the WWE had women's tag team titles back then, absolutely Gerald Briscoe and Pat Patterson would have won them.
Oh God.
Well, we
There's
know
no
Pat
doubt in my
Patterson
mind.
probably would have been part of that, but we won't go there.
Well, he'd be wearing his best lingerie, but anyway.
Well, they had a lingerie match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is true.
This
This
is
is true.
This is true. Burn-
Sad.
Burn your brain
Bleach
cells.
your
please.
eyes and stick a ice pick in your brain to erase the memory. But
And if I remember,
Right click delete.
yeah,
Control Alt Delete.
That's just a whole computer.
I would just restart the computer.
Yeah.
Kick it.
That ain't gonna restart your memory.
Delete System 32.
Oh, wipe the
No, that's
system.
evil. That's evil.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. But that
So
was-
give us a
that was-
rundown.
Yes.
So they started off with the I Quit match. Cody versus AJ Styles. And that was a brutal match.
Loser had to go to TNA.
No, loser had to go to AEW.
Mm. I want to add
No,
something
that
to
would be for the winner.
I'm gonna add one thing to that real quick.
Shoot.
I bloody fucking love the crowd.
Oh, this crowd was fire.
No,
They
no,
were
no.
nuts.
We're going past fire. Like that to
They
me,
were
it was like,
nuclear.
thank you. It was like
They were nuclear. We're
I'm like, I
talking,
wanna be
we're
there.
talking Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
I think I want to be
Combined.
there. Like, yep. I want to be there for that crowd.
I
That
would
was just
love to be in an international crowd one time.
right
Once.
just once.
You know what I
But
noticed
it
from the
can't be-
European
it can't be
crowds?
Canada. It cannot be Canada.
They're
It
close
has to
though.
be somewhere in another
Yeah.
time zone, another hemisphere.
No, Europe. Yeah,
Europe.
all
Yeah,
it's got to be in
somewhere
Europe.
in Europe. Like,
Because
man, I'm
From what
telling you this: if I ever hit the lottery, we would be hitting every damn pay-per-view across the world.
because you know what I've noticed, they bring their mentality. They don't treat it like differently from a soccer game. No, they bring their mentality from those soccer games to the wrestling events.
Because they don't get them that often. That's why.
I think it's just it's everything they do, because you look at basketball games, they're doing the same thing. That's just how they are. That's just how those crazy European bastards are.
Yes,
Yep.
they are.
We love you, crazy European.
They are
bastards.
CEBs,
CEB,
crazy
CEB.
European bastards.
Yep.
And for the females, crazy European bitches. Hey, this is NFC, NSFC,
NS
FC, NSFC. Not
Not-
suitable for children.
Oh,
Yeah, I see where you're going there. I see.
Never has been, never will
Never
be.
will.
but we're not XPW.
Oh God.
I wouldn't stoop that low.
Yeah.
We have standards.
Yes.
I might
Somewhat.
sink maybe to GCW's level, because at least they have some class with the way they do things.
Yeah. Whenever they expose an ass, they do it with class.
Yeah, exactly. It's usually just a wedgie.
Yeah.
You know, it happens. It happens during a power bomb once in a while.
At least when they show boobs at GCW, there's nipple tape over the boobs.
Most times.
Mhm.
Most times.
Yeah, most of them. Or at least
Yeah.
from the performers in the ring.
Yeah. The crowd, not so much.
Yeah. Because then it'll
Lord knows
turn
we've
into
seen
an
that
Edmonton.
Lord knows we've seen that happen a few times.
It'll turn into an Edmonton Oilers game.
Holy shit.
You guys understand that reference, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It broke hockey Twitter.
I know. I saw it. Oh my god, that was hilarious.
It was.
Oh, we digress. As
I
always.
digress.
Yeah.
As always.
But
Well, what do you expect when only one person has watched the show?
yeah.
Wait, did Dollar Bill? Did you watch Clash of the Champions or Clash of the Castle?
I watched Clash Saturday night
Okay.
after everything was done, because when Bracy wanted to talk about it, I was like, I gotta watch it just to see what the
Yeah.
hell.
So
We'll get to that. Let's get to that in a bit.
yeah, we'll get to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But
And-
yeah. It was brutal.
Yeah. I'm
Tables and chairs and kendo sticks.
Oh my.
Yes. And then it got
And-
kinky.
Yep.
Mick Foley and drag.
Long
Not that
kinky.
kinky. But AJ did bring out the handcuffs.
he bought it from his wife. Anyway.
Hey.
Wendy.
But well, she's got to do something to keep him home once in a while.
Hi-yo.
I'll tell you what. Next month he's gonna be alone for a lot.
I know he's over in Japan.
Well, no. Well, I mean, besides that, I was talking about the new college football game comes out, and that's all he plays
Oh.
because he has like one of those portable Xboxes, and that's all he plays is college football.
Which
Nice.
company? Wait, which one's that one?
College football 25. See, they
Oh,
they don't have the NCAA license.
is that the EA or the 2K?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, yeah, that was another thing that was really surprising this weekend. Something
Yeah.
that I actually have knowledge on is that AJ Styles is going to be competing at Pro Wrestling Noah against Jake Lee.
That's going to be a banger of a match.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's going to be sick.
and it's also very. I think it's right before the G1 Climax starts, and Jake Lee was one of
Whoa.
the 2 surprise announces. He's going to be wrestling or representing Noah in the G1 Climax. The
Nice.
other surprise announcement was Konosuke Takeshita representing. I think he's going to be representing AEW, but considering he also still works for DDT Pro in Japan,
Could be
it
DDT Pro.
could be. Since they're
This might be.
since they're both cyber fight companies, but
Mm.
yeah, no,
Or
that's
he could be announced as a dual representative,
yes.
representing DDT Pro and AEW.
And now that you just reminded me, there was another special match announced involving a WWE superstar. And
Right.
considering
Yep.
we were talking about the women, Io Shirai, and because I'm not calling her WWE name, it pisses me off that Americans
I like
can't
Io
say
Shirai better.
yes. Me too, and it pisses me off that Americans can't say Io Shirai. She's
It's not
taking.
that
I'm
hard.
American. I can say
It's
it.
not that hard. But she is traveling back home to Japan in the new Marigold promotion to take on Utami Hayashida. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah. I saw that. That's going to be another sick match.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a fucking banger. Because it's gonna be a Joshi match, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Good
honestly,
God.
there's nobody better than Io Shirai. Like she was on top of the Joshi world before she came to WWE. So
Hmm.
that's gonna be a banger, and I think they're both on the same day too. Both of those matches are on the same day.
Wow.
So if you have Wrestle, oh fuck, what is it called? Oh fuck, it's the streaming service that Noah and Marigold and DDT are on. Wrestle Universe. That's what it is. If you have
Okay.
that, check it out. Both Noah and Marigold.
Cool.
So,
But,
what was the next match at Clash of the Champions?
Well, I'm not done talking about Cody and AJ.
Oh, okay.
So somehow or another, Cody got handcuffed behind his back, and somehow or another got the handcuffs back in front of him, and then was able to go into the bag and get the key to get out of them. Started wailing on AJ with the handcuffs,
Yeah.
and then handcuffed AJ to the ropes.
Mm.
Brought part of the stairs into the ring,
That was funny.
and was going to bash his skull in while he was in the corner. And just as he starts charging in, he's like, no, stop, I quit.
Classic
He quit.
finish. Classic finish to I Quit match.
Mm-hmm.
But AJ also pissed somebody else off at the match. And it was not a good person to piss off.
Yes, you don't want to
Yeah.
piss off. You don't want to piss off Dumbledore. I don't know why.
No,
That's
he
the
pissed off Snape.
yeah. No, that's the first person that came to my mind. I'm sorry.
No, even worse than that.
Mm-hmm.
He decided he wanted to mouth off to Mama Rhodes.
Oh,
What the
yeah.
hell was she doing in Scotland?
She went to watch the match.
I
She was front row for the match.
mean, you probably could have saved a couple bucks and waited till SummerSlam
Yeah.
or Money in the Bank. Where's Money in the Bank this year?
Toronto.
Could have went to Money in the Bank.
Maybe she wanted to go to Scotland. Maybe she'd never been there. Who knows? But yeah, he started mouthing off to her, and she hauled off and slapped him like the little bitch he was acting like.
It was. I saw this. That's one thing I saw was the slap. It reminded me a lot of when Linda tried to slap. I think it was like
Ooh!
Stephanie.
Yep.
Ooh!
You watching the final still?
No. No, because I can't stand the Celtics. Can't stand
Well,
either one.
Yeah. Celtics are
But,
about to get a lot more annoying.
Yeah. They're about to get their 18th championship.
Yep.
Woohoo.
No, I clicked over to Sling real quick,
Mm-hmm.
and I just caught the end of men's qualifier for the Money in the Bank.
Mm.
And it's a good thing this was the main event of the show,
Right.
because somebody got yeeted.
Oh
Actually,
shit.
2 people got yeeted.
Two
But the one
random
person who
fans.
got yeeted the most was Finn Balor.
He made
Main
it.
event, Jey Uso pinned Finn Balor to win the match.
Whoa.
Yep.
So Jay's going up to the next round.
Jay's going to the Money in the Bank, baby.
Money in the bank, yo.
I'm still a little pissed that they put Io Shirai over in the women's match today over Kiana James and Zelina Vega.
No, Shirai. You're right. Shirai should be like a champion forever. That's how good she is.
Well, I agree, she's very good, but she's already had her turn with the briefcase. She ain't winning the briefcase again.
No.
But counterpoint.
But
I don't know if she's dating or married to Evil. That takes a whole lot to put up with. So
No wonder she acts so evil.
yeah,
Hey!
Hey.
House of Torture member.
Yeah. But yeah, that was. So yeah. Yeet. Oh, now he's in the crowd. He's in the crowd yeeting. Right next to somebody with a dirty dumb shirt. Oh, mommy's always on top shirt. He's got somebody with a yeet on one side and mommy on the other. Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
I do believe somebody's making their appearance. I do believe. Oh, yeah. He's finally showing up. Actually,
Yes.
they may all be showing up.
Yes, Blue Cane has finally showed up. The WWE. And he's here to take. He's here to be the new Kane.
Yeah, no.
Shit. All right. So, what next?
All right, so let's go back into the. Get to the.
Yeah, we're off the end of. Well, so let's go back to. Let's jump back to Clash a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we touched on the women's tag team title match at the very beginning.
Question on that crazy way.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on like? Should we talk about the elephant in the room?
The tap
In that
non-tap.
match? Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
All right.
Shayna went stiff on Jade. No doubt about it. You could see Jade's eyes bugging out of her skull. And she tapped. out of instinct. But the referee was behind Shayna
Yeah,
and did not see it.
it was like the way the fingers like wrap it like that. You know. And I actually thought I was like, she tapped? Like I actually said that, like she tapped. But the referee kept going. I was like, oh shit. Like, oh, is this where like is this one of those moments where the referee was just like, I'm gonna let the match go anyway?
Yeah.
I mean,
No, she was legit out of position.
yeah. I know. It was one of those conspiracy thoughts for a second. You get this
Yeah.
one in a while, I was like, But that was just brutal. Like the way she was like almost
Yeah.
breaking her arm, breaking it like that.
So I'm looking at the Yahoo Sports article, and they're giving the grades for the matches.
Yeah, let's not go with the
Obviously,
Meltzer.
you know, obviously Cody and AJ got an A. Women's tag,
What'd you give that? Oh,
I
sorry.
actually would give it an A. It was a great match.
4 stars? I do my own star system.
I would
I'd probably
definitely
say
say 4
4 stars.
stars. Yeah, 4 stars is definitely. It wasn't a 5-star match by no
No.
means.
No, but definitely
Because
entertaining.
then we had after the match we had a introduction to his next feud.
Bloodline.
Yep.
Yeah, I loved it, by the way.
Oh, how Kevin Owens and Randy Orton came out and saved his ass?
Yep. Just that whole,
that was good.
everything was like, yeah. It's like, oh, yeah.
So
It's a Saturday night at Scottish pub.
now we go on to the Intercontinental Championship.
That's right.
Sammy versus Chad.
Chad.
The Chad.
Chad.
The Chad. And we all remember where that reference comes from.
Why, hello.
What was
Hello
it?
there.
2000 presidential election? The hung up Chads? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? Did I go there?
Yeah, he went there.
Yeah. Was that a shot? Because that sounded like a shot.
Shot. Yep.
Yeah,
I'm glad I'm not the only one that was thinking that.
I was thinking it too. I just wanted to see who else was going to pick up on it.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, Sammy beat him again, and of course, Chad blames Otis and Maxine because Tozawa wasn't there. Chad somehow got tossed and he landed on Maxine's leg. And Otis was not a happy camper with that. And it seems like that was the catalyst to tonight's decision. After Chad went to Adam Pearce and demanded a match to start fighting his way back up the ranks from the back of the line. He said, "Send me somebody worthy. I'm an Olympian after all." So he goes out to the ring, and oh Lord have mercy, what he got. He done got the hands of one big son of a bitch. He got annihilated by Braun Strowman.
Oh, shit. Well,
And
Chad,
then
there goes your push.
at one point
That's you.
Thank you.
At one point he tried to use Tozawa as a human shield. At which point Strowman just picked up Tozawa and threw him into Chad Gable.
Oh shit.
Yeah, just like physically picked him up and threw him like a lawn dart. Like they were back at the pub in Scotland playing darts. Boink! Bullseye.
Boom.
Yep, pretty much. And then, of course, he hits him with the power slam and 1, 2, 3. And then Chad Gable's throwing his tantrum like Christian used to. Calls all of Alpha Academy into the ring. Takes Maxine's crutch after she gets in his way when he's berating Tozawa.
Right.
He takes her crutch and throws it out of the ring. And then tells her to get out. And she can't walk. She's in a freaking boot.
Shit.
And then he knocked her down. He knocked her down. He knocked Tozawa down. And Otis had enough. They were standing center of the ring. And he shoved him into the corner. His head bounced off the second turnbuckle.
Oh shit.
And then Otis ripped off the Alpha Academy shirt, stood over him like he was going to stomp a mud hole in him, but then walked away, helped pick up Tozawa and Maxine. They climbed out of the ring and walked up the ramp. Then in the back of the locker room, Gable's like, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? Where are you leaving? Where are you going? And Otis just looks at him and says, we're leaving. We're done. You don't tell me you're done. I tell you when you're done. You're all expelled. You're all going to be nothing. You're going to be insignificant. I'm going to do something you never could. I'm going to win the Money in the Bank and I'm going to cash in and be a world champion. And you could almost see a little tear in his eye because his little cohorts decided to leave him. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Really couldn't.
Oh God, yep.
So.
I'm just thinking, does anybody want to play an officer and a gentleman when she was being carried out?
That would have been pretty cool if Otis had done that, but he basically just she used him as another crutch. She leaned on him and used the crutch.
I was also thinking about the clash part. He did do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Raw.
Mind you,
he had to because Gable knocked her down.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, that's not the first woman he's done that for.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, man.
Peach him. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Amanda Sacamano.
So did he resign?
Chad Gable?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, he resigned.
Really? It's been announced?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was announced the other day.
Mm.
And even Triple H announced that he had resigned during the press conference. That he'd like to keep him around forever and whatnot. So
hey, he's good.
That match got a B+ from Yahoo Sports.
I put in that much too. It was good storyline. Match wise was alright, but storyline worked better.
Yeah. So then we had Bayley versus Piper Niven for the WWE Women's Championship.
I still love Piper.
Oh, I do too. She's great. Interesting finish though. Interesting finishing maneuver. She did hit a Bayley to belly.
Mm-hmm.
Belly to Bayley. She did hit that. But it wasn't the finish. Piper went to pick her up for something, and Bayley went up and over the top of her and hit her with a crucifix driver. And then climbed over the top and held her legs to keep her pinned down. But
That's
I'll tell you
true.
what, Piper definitely put on a hell of a show. She may not have won, but she put on a hell of a show, and I have no doubt in my mind that in the very near future she's going to hold championship gold as an individual.
Eventually.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if she ends up transferring over to Raw and going after Mommy when Mommy takes the title back from Liv.
Oh, that would be something.
That would be a banger because you got
A
Scotland
banger.
versus Australia. That's a banger. Now we come to the Brontosaurus, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Triceratops, whatever kind of dinosaur you want to talk about in the room. The Glasgow Grift. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yep.
Before we start, I just want to ask. So there wasn't like a whole lot of matches on the card.
No, there was only
No.
5 matches, but it still
wow.
went like 3.5 hours.
That's the thing.
Let's
It's like
see.
they still managed to make the time worth it.
Yeah.
Live from Boston, celebrating the Celtics championship. Here he is, RPM.
First off, I am not a Celtic fan,
Thank God for that.
so they can go F themselves.
Yeah.
Ni-
Here.
Knicks or Nets?
I'm a Nets fan.
I was.
Second, holy hell, what a fucking ending to Raw.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I still got goosebumps. I literally had to leave where I was because that's how much I was shivering. So I had to leave.
But did
So,
you see the Breaker Sheamus match?
yes, that was fucking awesome too. That was a banger.
Yeah.
After
That was a
banger.
banger.
After
After
banger.
banger.
At the
After
banger.
After
banger.
banger.
That's enough.
Alright. So, so,
But
Enough
so,
banging, you two.
so where we at
that's what
right
she
now?
said. Never.
So we were discussing who's the better jobber, Gobbledygooker or Brooklyn Baller.
Brooklyn Brawler.
Yeah,
Yeah, because Brooklyn Brawler could actually fight.
And the Gobbledygooker was basically Hector Guerrero in the suit. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. That's who played him.
Yep.
Yep.
I really
They
wonder
didn't-
how much they paid him to do that.
they don't call me the wrestling fanatic for no reason.
But yeah, we've talked about the other 4 matches. Now we're up to the Glasgow Grift.
Oh, so today's not about women. It's about a recap of the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we gotta go
Okay.
into that whole grift. It's important.
All
It
right.
is
So
important.
so you guys talked about the other 4 matches already, right?
Yes.
We touched upon
Alright.
it, yeah.
Can I touch on it real quick then, so I can?
Yeah. I
All
want to
right.
hear your
Sure,
quick
why not?
opinion.
So
Yeah.
the first match was, wow.
Cody versus AJ.
I gave that almost 5 stars.
Yeah, we put in the 4-star category.
Yeah, we put it in
around
4s.
there.
I gave it like 4.5 because of the ending. If the ending I thought could have been a little bit better.
But the
But
energy
I'm
was
sorry,
great.
it was not a 5-star match.
No.
No.
I mean, it could have ended a different way.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
I'm doing good. How are you?
How you?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
はい。どうぞお願いします。
元気だ。
Mar!
元気だ。
All right,
Smart.
I guess I am popular.
Yeah, you're a legend in your own mind.
There you go.
But so I gave that 4.5 stars. I think they could have done a better spot at the end to end the match. But I mean, it was still cool because I guess AJ Styles realized he was about to just beat by a steel step.
Set of stairs.
Set of stairs. So yeah, I probably would have quit too. So No, actually, second match I would have let him beat me to death. I don't care. Uh, second match
Women's
was
tag match.
I was actually surprised at who won because I didn't
So
think
was
that
I.
I didn't think that they were gonna take the titles off of them so quick.
But I understand where they're going with it.
I do too. But
It's
I
a good
gave that
finish.
I gave that I think I gave that I think I gave that 4 stars, maybe 3.75.
I was in the 3 range, like 3.5, 3.75.
Yeah, I was
but not 4.
375.
Yeah.
I think I was 4 more for the shock at the end. Like it was
You know what?
it would have been 375 if Bianca and Jade won, but with them winning in their hometown, with everything that happened to Alba over the weekend too, I mean that's what made it 4 stars for me.
Yeah, it was also the fact of how Jay's performance was.
True. So then
Yeah, it's like
the third match was Sammy versus Gable. I thought the wrong person won, but that's just me.
I tend to agree with you, but I'm liking where they're going with it right now.
yeah,
I do
I
too,
agree with that.
because now you can get the Creed brothers to join them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Creed brothers could
that's a good
possibly join
point.
them. You know, there's other people that would be willing to team with him, and the Creed brothers make more sense because the actual wrestlers like Gable is. So
Uh-huh.
it would be like Team Angle 2.0. And then you could always have Ivy Nile join, and Ivy Nile was a good heel also at NXT, so it would make sense too.
Hmm.
Then you went,
Yeah.
then you went. The fourth match was is what you're up to now, or you went over that one already.
We were
We just
just
finished
finishing up
it.
that one.
So the fourth match was
Bailey and Piper.
Bailey and Piper. That was a good match. Piper had a strong showing.
Oh
I
yeah,
gave
Hmm.
I gave that 4 stars.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
did.
about the same range. Yeah, and
I
I
gave it
also
4 because. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
it's just real quick. I also kind of like the extra stuff they did on Twitter and TikTok, whatever. Like the extra stuff they did with Piper, where she was being hugged by Alpha Fire, like with the champs like that.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
because they had a storied rivalry back in ICW in Scotland. So,
yeah.
Yes, they did.
That just
That
made
was
me that
cool
made me go.
to see him actually show up.
listen,
Mhm.
I know my history. That's part of being the fanatic is trying to learn history, even if you don't watch it.
But yeah,
It's all
no, that
good.
was cool to see him show up to ICW, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm still surprised. I thought they went under. So
Mm.
to see ICW still running shows and Drew showing up there, that was a cool surprise.
Mm-hmm.
It was. Oh well, I guess now we can get to my favoriteest match of the night.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
we're
gonna
about to
get.
talk
We're
about it.
talking about the Brontosaurus in the room.
So, Brain, you want to start? Let's have Brain start this off.
This one, without a doubt, it was a close. It was definitely a 4-star match. They put on a hell of a match, even with the one spot that wasn't supposed to happen. But they turned it into a good spot to work on.
Mm-hmm.
When Priest got his leg caught in the ropes, trying to do
Yeah.
a leap to the outside.
The 2 loose ropes, apparently.
I think he just slipped, and as he fell, his legs got twisted around. The ropes got
I
twisted
know.
around.
Yeah, it's just the
But
whole thing saying the ropes were too loose.
yeah, but no, it was a really good match up until the point that the referee got knocked out.
Dusty.
Yeah,
You would have been proud of that finish.
Yeah.
our boy Bandito got knocked out again,
Mm-hmm.
and then a referee comes running down to make the count after Drew hits Priest with a claymore,
1,
only to stop after 2.
2.
And he just, that evil smile of his. And what makes it worse is, you know who he got the shirt from?
Who?
Jessica Carr.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That, if you follow her on X,
Uh-huh.
the other day she posted just 2 words. Oh no. And one person said, I would avoid Drew McIntyre for the next couple of days if I were you. But McIntyre was not a happy camper at the end of the night. He was ready to kill Bandito. He was ready to kill Corey.
For no reason.
Yeah. Until Wade Barrett, one of the most hot-headed guys in WWE history, was able to calm him down enough to get him to the back. Which shocked the hell out of me that he was able to calm him down. Just like,
Yeah. It's like, damn. Someone actually managed to chill out, Drew.
yeah, really. But Punk's comments at the press conference afterwards, oh, they just lit a fire.
I didn't
And
catch that. Like, what happened? Like, I didn't see the press
Like,
conference.
he said that Drew prayed that he would get hurt at Royal Rumble, and he did. Now now Punk is going to prey on him, but using the word P-R-E-Y instead of P-R-A-Y. And he said as long as he and Drew are in the same brand, as long as he and Drew are in the same company, he's making it his mission to make sure Drew never wins a championship again. And I'm like, love the way they're playing the storyline. And I love how he's making it that he's going to be the one to make that decision. And I'm telling you right now, after the work that they pulled off tonight, it's just going to get better. So, because you weren't watching, and I don't know if you saw it, RPM.
Oh, I did. In the bar, they had it on. So.
Uh-huh. But Drew McIntyre came out to do a promo and basically said, yep, exactly. And he said the same thing AJ said on Saturday.
You mean Friday? Yeah.
He said, I quit. He said, screw this company. I can't do this anymore. I quit.
He
Drop the mic and walk out.
Pulled a Batista, basically.
Yeah. And a JBL.
Just like JBL did it at WrestleMania.
Hey.
Damn.
What else we have?
Damn.
Oh.
We got to watch out. We got to watch out with this guy. He's a silent assassin. He sneaks up on us. What's up, brother?
Frustrated isn't a goddamn word for it. This is bullshit. See what I did there?
Yep.
Yeah.
I know wrong Screwjob, but I had to say that.
Yeah.
But so we're talking Clash of the Castle, gentlemen?
Yeah. We were just on the whole screw job at Glasgow, which I'm calling the Glasgow Grift. Because one of my favorite movies of all time is The Sting. With Paul Newman and Robert Redford and Robert Shaw.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Great movie. And Robert Redford and Paul Newman are called grifters. They're con men. So CM Punk is a grifter. He's a con man. He screws people over.
Screws
Constant.
companies over too.
Yeah. But then again, he also screws himself over because he gets fired a lot.
Hmm.
Or if he doesn't get fired, he takes his ball and goes home. Like he did the first time with WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But
he's doing WWE so far.
I'll be honest with you, he's actually behaving, but he's playing his part well.
Of
He's
course.
got that clause in his contract.
Yeah, he's got that behavior clause in his contract. And it was smart to do that.
Yep, definitely.
Tony Khan should have done that when he came back from suspension after the Brawl In. Or Brawl
Well,
Out.
I think Tony Khan was part of the blame for everything that happened and when Punk was in AEW, but that's another discussion for a later date.
Yes, it is.
I don't want to get into like, oh, why? No. For another time.
No, that's a whole different wormhole we ain't going
That's
down yet.
yeah. Not tonight.
No, not
Not
tonight.
We have a headache.
What are you guys trying to say, huh? Huh? What are you guys trying to say? You saying I'm going to do something? God damn. My camera just broke.
I mean,
My camera
the
just
preview
broke.
is
You ain't
something
got a
that's
hair on your
difficult.
ass to try and do anything to me, pal.
Excuse me. You have not
Excuse
seen my ass.
God, I don't want to.
Whoa.
I don't want to. I don't think
Hey,
anybody.
try to keep this as PG as possible.
Whatever hair is not on my head is on my ass, okay?
Hold on.
I got a
can
lot
I
of
do
hair.
that?
Information.
What is he? You're
Way too
shitting,
much information.
what is he? You're shitting cousin it now?
Yeah. Well, then again,
He's
it's my
hairy
Italian genes.
enough to be cousin it.
Oh, it's my Italian genes.
Oh, wait, I forgot to do this.
I'm in America. So I gotta give it a little stone cold. What?
I'm an American. Fuck
For,
From America and from the British. Thank you.
me.
and for my Italian folks over here.
And for anybody who loves Shakespeare.
But yeah,
Good one.
And for the sign language people.
But it's sounding like there you go.
decent show.
I'm surprised
Oh,
Fitz
God.
hasn't brought out the popcorn yet.
I don't eat.
I was thinking about it. But the store is closed across from me, so I have no way of getting popcorn now.
Dear everyone at the bar or pub where RPM is at, throw us
Give
some
him some
popcorn
popcorn.
or nuts.
Give RPM
No,
corn
just give him the
so
popcorn.
he can eat it the
He's
long
already
run.
nuts.
But
They only got pretzels, and I'm not eating pretzels in front of you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
understood.
but yeah, I thought the Cody AJ match was solid.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see why AJ got handcuffed.
It was a good spot with the handcuffs.
Yeah. And then
And for Cody to get his hands out from behind his back was an even better maneuver.
how
He's a flexible motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And now it looks like he might be either fighting Solo or him, Kevin Owens.
It's probably gonna be Solo because I got that strange feeling that Roman's gonna cost Solo the title.
Yeah, it's going to happen. Roman's going to come back, cost Solo the title, and that's going to set up the Bloodline versus Bloodline at SummerSlam.
Because Money in
Oh,
the Bank is in. What is it in? July. And when is Roman supposed to return?
July.
So it makes
perfect sense.
perfect sense, just like the way Triple H books. Not everything makes sense, but the stuff that he nails, oh my God, it's so good storytelling.
I'll tell you what. We got a question from somebody. Scoober McGruber's in the house. He wants to know if we've watched the Vice documentary series, Who Killed WCW?
I've watched episode 1.
I have not watched it yet, but I plan on watching it.
I plan
I
on
wa-
watching it this weekend.
I watched
I
episode 1. Really well done.
I
I
might watch it tomorrow because I'm off.
watched it.
The only thing that I hate is that they didn't interview everybody.
Well, they did get a lot of the major players because I know Flair got interviewed. No, Flair didn't get interviewed. Excuse me.
No,
But they got Bischoff, they got Russo, they got DDP,
Wait, who? Who?
Bischoff,
No,
Russo.
no, 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 no. Exactly. I said who for Russo.
Oh,
exactly.
well, I mean, he was a big part at the end, so they had to get him.
There was one person that complained that he didn't get interviewed. I forgot who it was. Oh yeah,
It
Bret
was
Hart.
Ric Flair. It was Ric Flair.
No, it was Bret Hart. Bret Hart didn't get interviewed.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. He said,
Yeah,
fuck WCW.
yeah, he said that. Oh, he's like WCW's biggest hater in that episode, or in that series. But
Well,
Flair
of
didn't
course,
get it.
Bill Goldberg.
Goldberg, no, Goldberg's in the
No,
they
no,
got
no. I
him.
mean, Goldberg's the reason why Bret hates WCW.
Well, it was also a lot
That's
of
hard.
Eric Bischoff too. He says Eric Bischoff doesn't know wrestling, which I completely agree. Um, but yeah, they got Goldberg, they got DDP, they got Booker T, they got a good amount. I think they even got like Kevin Sullivan too.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm definitely gonna I'm gonna check it out tomorrow.
I'll probably check it out tomorrow too. I have time.
No.
Well, that's good.
The one
I gotta
thing I
check
do
it out.
want to say though about the first episode is that I noticed this more with Bischoff. There was a lot of inconsistencies with his stories because he would contradict himself. From past like interviews and DVDs and shit. But it does feel like it's not because a lot of the one thing I hated a lot about the WWE documentaries is that they can sometimes be very revisionist.
Oh yeah.
They have the problem of being the WWE good, everybody else bad type thing.
Yeah.
The only company that I noticed that they didn't really do that with was ECW. But then again, they still had WWE's been paying off.
Well, of course, ECW's the shit. What do you expect?
Well, no, I'm saying like they still did the old WWE was paying help supporting ECW with payments, blah blah blah. But yeah, no, a lot of the times I don't like WWE's documentaries unless if it's like they're covering somebody that's like WWE centric. You know what's one that I still have that I still love? It was before they were superstars. It's something that came out back in like 2002. It's like 6 superstars, and it's just like a confidential thing. But it was really that was the only one I really enjoyed. But yeah, no, the WCW Who Killed WCW. It doesn't feel like it has that WWE bad or WWE good, WCW bad type thing, and
Hmm.
like it tries to genuinely give you the truth, or at least what people are saying, I should say. And I do want to say they have a lot of like unseen footage. Specifically, they have a lot of footage from that last Nitro that still has been unseen until this day.
Oh.
Like for one, they showed footage of Shane McMahon in the ring, like during rehearsals. So it's like sunny out and all that, and Shane McMahon is like right in the ring doing his thing, and like you see the WWE brass. So like, I know Briscoe's down there, Pritchard's down there.
What the hell is that?
Something happened at Raw.
Oh, I heard.
Huh?
No, I don't. No, I don't think you saw this.
Oh, getting back to the question I wanted to ask, how bad was Seth Rollins' knee injury?
Not as bad as they were expecting. He had a torn MCL and meniscus.
Must have been a slight tear.
Yeah, because he's back.
Yeah, because I saw that. I'm like, from what I heard,
That
how bad
shocked the
he
hell
was.
out of me. Let me tell you that. That shocked the hell out of me seeing him. Which I was like, am I seeing shit?
Because how I heard how bad he was supposed to be. Like,
He was
I'm
supposed to
thinking,
be
like,
back to after SummerSlam, I thought.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see him till next year, to be honest.
No, he wasn't that bad. It wasn't like the time he did it
ACL.
with Kane.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that since he's back now, it won't be long before Becky's back.
Depends. Because
I'm thinking SummerSlam for Becky.
And
She
and
just
and,
deserves some time to relax.
well,
and
no,
I,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think she's gonna relax and she's going to from what I've heard, she just wants to spend time with her kid.
Yeah.
And
nothing wrong with that.
she more than deserves it.
Let her.
Yeah,
Let Seth be on the road. Make the money for the family.
yeah.
When Becky's ready to come back, come back.
She'll
I
come
mean,
back.
hell. And if Becky wants to, not I don't want to say stir up controversy, but still like maybe get a check, open up a PWT store until she has to go back,
Yeah.
or if she
But
if she wants to go back.
Well,
so before we go any further, allow me to show you why I had the reaction I just did.
Yes,
Well, now.
live execution. You sign with WWE and you get live executed on their television.
Hmm. So it just happened randomly. He just got attacked, and
Yeah, but
Like
who made his
him,
debut
Braun
tonight?
Strowman, and others got attacked.
the Wyatt
Who made his
6
debut?
or Wyatt 5.
Dwight 6.
There's only 5, so it's the Wyatt 5.
Well, it's 6 because Bray is always with them.
Yeah, it's just that's the faction they kept it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right.
I know I'm the only like non WWE or I am the only non WWE guy here. Will I be seeing anybody at Forbidden Door?
I wish, but being that it's on a Sunday,
Mhm.
I work,
Yeah.
so not a chance. And it's
And I have
Sunday in the
work the next
summertime,
day.
not a chance in hell of getting a day off.
It's understandable.
And Vinny,
Yo.
I will go, but you see, day camp starts that Monday, and I gotta be in there like freaking 7 o'clock in the morning. So
You have
yeah,
most likely Dynamite Grand Slam. Well, that's a Wednesday, so I'd probably cancel that out. But
Yeah.
we could do a live episode from Full Gear in September or in November. It's on a Saturday,
Ooh.
What time is it?
8 o'clock, because it's
At
in
night?
Newark. Yeah, it's going to be in Newark.
if
No
you
go.
said if you say November,
Yeah,
I just don't know what my schedule is gonna look like yet.
that's
I,
fine.
I'm in.
I don't want to say yes and then I cancel last minute. I'm not a dick like that.
No, that's fine.
Like
I'm a no-go because I
I'm
work. Remember?
I was going to go to SmackDown and MSG. I'm like, you know what? Let me save my
Yeah,
money because I usually go in either July or August. I can't do the end of June because that's when I pay my rent.
it's still 5 months away.
I was talking about SmackDown in 2 weeks
Oh,
because it's in MSG. I
Yeah,
have to pass on it.
2 weeks.
It's in 2 weeks
the last Friday in June.
because I have something to do for Little League, so I have to be there now.
Yeah, that's literally like 2 days before Forbidden Door.
Oh, gotcha.
Who?
And
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding on that one.
it's a fan event.
That's going to be a good show. So I'll take some pics and we could share them for the show.
That's fine by me.
Yeah.
Can I say something about
Maybe a little bit, maybe some video too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. What, Rob?
I wanted to elaborate on the main event of Clash at the Castle
Yeah, go ahead.
because I know how much the brain hates Punk,
Oh, with a passion.
He's not the only one.
Oh yeah.
but you have to admit, and I'm agreeing with what he said. He's playing his role perfectly. Like that entire setup of him coming out and like one, two, and then just getting out because we didn't realize who it was until after we realized, like 2 seconds after the two count, who the hell it really was. Like,
Back
the,
there.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. From the way the person slid into the ring and the fact that they had sneakers on, just the body shape kind of made me think it was Finn Balor trying to fuck with Drew McIntyre.
How much do you guys buy WWE merch? Like how
Not
often?
not very
Not
often.
very often. When I see something I really like, I'll get something, but
when like two
I
months,
don't
like
go crazy.
two
We got
weeks
a
before I
letter
go to a show.
on the website.
But that
If you can see, they already got merch.
Yeah, I know. I just saw somebody posted that in one of the chat groups I'm in. But yeah, that's nice. I like that.
that's sexy. I might get. I'm definitely getting one.
Wicked.
That is nice. I like that.
That's wicked, eh?
Yeah. Hell, I can make my own Wyatt family my WWE Universe on 24 with The Fiend,
Yeah.
Doink the Clown, Dexter Loomis, Joe Gacy, Uncle Howdy. Holy sh! You imagine?
God.
And let me tell you, Eric Rowan looked pretty fearsome tonight. If you realize on his hammer, it says help.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I just like how I'm gonna have to rewatch it over and over again tonight because whenever something exciting happens in wrestling, no matter what the company is, right? Um, I have to watch it because I have to rewatch it because you try to see what try to find what you might have missed, and I'm sure a lot of us do that, especially when we watch the same movie repeatedly. We try to see, oh, what's different here in this scene that we didn't see before.
You're talking to a film major. Hell yeah, we do that.
Hmm.
So us film guys that have a bachelor's in media or have taken some film classes in school know that once something happens, we're gonna keep rewatching that shit until we get everything down to a
Hmm.
T.
Yeah,
Hmm.
especially something we like. I mean, that's the thing else I remember. Like,
When I was in college, I took a class at Jersey City State called History Through Film,
everybody took that class.
and and at the end of the class, we had to watch JFK, and then we
Hmm.
divided up into two teams to debate whether it was a good piece of historical cinema or
Right.
not. I was on the pro side, and one person on the other side decided that he wanted to argue with me about ballistics. Yeah, no, no. I know this is gonna sound crass, but I obliterated him like Lee Harvey Oswald obliterated JFK's skull. He kept saying that the shot came from the front. No,
No, even the
you can
movie said it wasn't the fun.
clearly see in the Zapruder film that the shot came from the back because when if you take a piece of paper or a piece of wood as a martial artist and you hit the piece of wood or the piece of paper, which way does the debris go?
Forward.
The same way your hand is going.
Hmm.
If that shot came from the front, his head would have snapped forward after the back of his head exploded. Instead, his head snapped back from the front of his head exploding. Where was the small hole? On the crown of his head. Where was the big hole? In the front of his forehead. And even the neck shot, where was the small hole? In the back of his neck. And where was the big hole? In the front.
The fascinating things about history.
Yep.
So, anybody thinking Drew coming to SmackDown Friday?
Oh, yeah, Drew's definitely showing up at SmackDown.
If they were smart, if they were really smart, he shows up on TNA.
Also, I'm just letting y'all know, Drew McIntyre's X of Twitter X and his Instagram are currently deleted.
Interesting.
He's selling, dude.
It's all part of the work.
No, of course it is, but you know, for those that are watching that don't know, now they do.
Yeah, because he resigned.
He was
Yeah.
signed for like 3 years, I think. So there's always gonna quit after signing a nice contract.
They don't
Of course
do 5-year deals anymore.
I don't know how long the deal was. I'm just speaking out of context.
Yeah.
You know,
If you sign a contract with The Rock, you're not gonna quit over something as simple as, oh well, I lost the title in front of my home crowd. Who you friggin' Bret Hart?
Rock gave him a sword as a gift.
Yeah, for
Exactly.
resigning.
He gave him
Yeah,
a
that's-
brand new Claymore.
That's why I'm saying, if you're smart, he goes to TNA. But the thing is, they're not live every week, which is the sucky thing.
No, they are live now every week. On the app, the episodes are live now.
Well, no, they tape. They do one. No, they don't even do live. They're all taped. The ones on Thursday.
I'm saying it's shown live now on the TNA app. So
Yeah, the ones on each Thursday. They've already been taped. They do, I think, 3 a day. Because
Shit.
they stretch it out over like 2 days.
So we all know tomorrow for NXT is we have that battle royal, and it's actually supposed to be supposedly kicking off NXT.
That's a good way to start the show. That's going to be a damn good way to start the show.
Mm.
So do you think we're gonna get any TNA wrestlers? I think
Absolutely.
I honestly feel if they do this right and they make this and they do this correctly, it's what, a 30-man? Is it 30?
25.
Or 25.
And there's what, 2 other matches, right?
At least.
Yeah.
You got to do this battle royal like a Royal Rumble, because that's the only way that you're gonna get these surprise appearances.
Oh, I heard Hardy's supposed to be in it, representing TNA.
And imagine
Which one?
Just imagine.
But both of them are back in TNA.
Yeah, I mean, I've only heard Matt. I haven't heard
Jeff.
about Jeff. And can I just say, I know their Hardy theme is iconic, but my favorite Jeff Hardy theme is his TNA theme, where it goes darkness to the top.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'Cause it's his own band.
Well, what are the odds of Joe Henry showing up tomorrow?
You know what? I think they're pretty good. I really do. Now, here's I got the list, the roster for TNA up, and I'm just gonna click show the men for right now.
I'll tell you right
Okay.
now, Moose should not show up.
No, Moose is
Because-
definitely not showing up.
I don't want.
If
I
Moose
wouldn't
shows
want.
up, and Moose shows up, it has to be an Obafemi.
You can't have in like if Moose shows up, he has to win, because you wouldn't want to show off your women's champion and your world champion losing on virtually back-to-back
Back to
weeks.
back weeks. Yeah, I know.
That's just going to make you look worse. You know, that's going to make you look under NXT, which is not the what you want to promote.
All right, here's some of the guys I think are going to show up.
Okay.
Eric Young.
I don't think Eric Young does.
You don't think so?
You know who I would say? I don't know why this name came to me first, and I expect it. Eddie Edwards.
That's another one I think, but he's a champion here. But
Josh Alexander.
that's a good choice.
Say his name
Well,
and
all right. So let's try this one on for size.
Bill Hendrick.
Since his wife already appeared, what about Jonathan Gresham?
Yeah, Jonathan Gresham could appear.
What's with the mask he's wearing?
That's all. That's always what he's done. He was doing that in Ring of Honor too. That's just it because he was originally
He's doing
known as
Octopus.
yeah, he was originally known as the Octopus,
Oh,
and then they created the Foundation stable, but then when everybody started leaving, like Jay Lethal went to AEW, a couple of guys stayed, but they branched off to do their own thing. He just adopted the name of the stable Foundation to himself, but he was originally called the Octopus.
So I don't see Moose showing up. I don't see Mustafa Ali showing up.
I think he can. I think he can.
Think so?
Yeah, especially since he already has a good repertoire with TNA or with NXT.
Okay, how about this one? Sammy Callahan.
no.
You don't think so?
No.
No.
I think he has. He didn't enjoy his time with NXT, so I don't know if he himself has had gotten heat there.
So, who else do you think is going to show up?
Well, I think from SmackDown, you might have maybe Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna take maybe 10 guys from NXT, 5 guys from Raw, 5 guys from SmackDown, and then maybe 5 people from different companies. Maybe we'll get a surprise appearance from that company that AJ Styles is competing in. Marigold, is it?
No,
No,
no. You're thinking of Pro Wrestling Noah.
Pro Wrestling
AJ
Noah.
Styles is going to Pro Wrestling Noah,
Yeah.
and Marigold is where Io Shirai.
Yeah. I kind of realized that after I said it. So.
I don't think there's going to be anybody from Marigold, and honestly, there might be only one person from Noah that would show up, and I believe that would probably be Masato Tanaka, because he's the only one that probably has any name value in the United States. I mean, you do have Kaito Kiyama, and you do have.
Well, I only heard of Tanaka, so.
Oh wait, no, excuse me.
Whoa, what?
When I said AJ Styles, his opponent is not Jake Lee. Excuse me. I can't believe I messed this up. His opponent is Marufuji. Marufuji might actually, if anybody from Noah would show up, it's going to be Marufuji.
And honestly, the show's what, July 16th, right?
Yeah.
What makes you say that Marufuji may not show up on SmackDown one day to
Well,
help?
I don't think he shows up on SmackDown. I think he shows up on NXT because NXT's where I don't know if it's still like this, but NXT used to be more for the hardcore fan.
Yeah.
And I think NXT might get a bigger reaction because the WWE main roster fan doesn't really know all too well outside of WWE.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even sometimes like I remember back in the day, with Black and Gold NXT. A lot of the main roster fans would not even care for NXT. They
Mhm.
only watch Raw. They only watch SmackDown. So,
Yeah, I remember.
yeah. So it would if you want him to compete in WWE, the safer bet is NXT.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd say
gonna
go to
throw a
NXT.
name out here, and I'm going old school.
Asian.
PCO.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yep. And here's the thing, right?
I am loving his Frankenstein gimmick right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Me
he
too.
started doing something like that in GCW when he was the Extreme Champion,
Yeah.
but he has gone full on Frankenstein, and I
Yeah.
am loving it.
Because I still remember when he left. Well, towards the end of his time with GCW and his early time with ROH, he was still doing those videos of him like doing car batteries and shit, and it was
Hmm.
like insane. So yeah, like he did GCW, then went to ROH, and then now TNA.
And he's having a banger of a time in TNA.
Yeah,
John, is that Gunther?
PCO?
he faced off against Gunther. Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the photo I just sent him.
I don't know. Hang on.
Bring it in chat. I
I
just
am.
Yeah,
saw
I'm
bring
this.
it
bringing it in
in.
now.
yeah, it looks like Gunther.
Yeah, it does. Kind
Yeah,
of.
Well,
what the fuck
if
am I
that's
saying?
Gunther, then Gunther just got fucked up by the YF6.
What the fuck am I saying? Yes, that's Walter.
Gunther, Walter, same
Oh
shit.
God.
Gunther's more
He,
devastating. No, I'm just kidding.
they should, you know what they should have called? They should have called him Walter Gunther. Or Gunther
I think they
Walter.
were going to, but they had an issue with the names.
Listen, I'll be honest. I don't mind the name as much as I mind them changing his music. Him coming out to the dun 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 dun, that like made him so like final boss.
Yeah. But the thing is, he's a heel, and they don't want him to be.
That was his heel thing. That was him as a heel. He'd come
Yeah, but
out
they,
as like the final boss.
but I understand it, but I don't think they want the fans to cheer with the heels.
If they would do, if they, I would say, right, if they had that mentality, they wouldn't sell heel merch. They sell heel merch.
I guess you're right. I'm just saying how I perceive things.
No, I mean I completely understand. And that was
Yeah.
the mentality in wrestling for a long time. But WWE sells heel merch, so I personally believe they wouldn't care that much. But then again, I don't watch WWE, so you might know more than me.
Like I said, I gotta rewatch this because
Well, we haven't seen Gunther in the last 2 weeks.
Makes you wonder.
I think he's getting prepared.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen him since the coronation.
Correct.
Yeah, he's preparing for SummerSlam.
Yup.
For whoever the champion may be at SummerSlam.
It's gonna be Steph.
Question:
no, they're not gonna have Seth win just to drop the title the next month.
they did that with Cena, plenty of times.
Oh hell yeah, that's why he's a 16-time champion.
Yeah.
Well,
But
You
question:
know who else they did that with a lot?
let me ask
Sasha.
you.
Who?
How many
Mercedes.
times did she win the title and then lose it on her first defense?
Oh, you mean the girl who got a shot at a championship that she never wrestled in yet? Gotcha.
Yeah, that person called Mercedes Monet.
Yeah, she didn't compete to earn a title shot, so
Big Show Big Show won the WCW title in his in-ring debut, his first match of his career.
See, I knew he was gonna get to that, and and here's the difference.
Yeah, what is?
Big Show was not known at the time. Mercedes is known, so they used the
Yeah, that's
popularity.
why. That's why it's more deserving for Mercedes. That's my point of view.
Yeah, but I just don't like how they booked it for that. That's all.
Yeah,
Question.
I wish they booked it differently.
Question.
I wish she had a debut match, destroyed them, and say, look, listen. She said, I'm not here to play no games. I'm here all about being a CEO. So I'm coming after that title, and then she
Mhm.
comes out and accepts the championship. Like literally give like Mercedes like a 5 second squash,
Yeah.
and then have her. I'm just saying, build it differently. I have nothing
No,
wrong
I
with
understand.
Mercedes winning the title. I'm just saying that you should have
she shouldn't
built
have
it
won
up
it in her
better,
first match.
huh? Yeah.
No, I understand where you come from. But one question I wanted to ask is Gunther. Is it like the Royal Rumble where he gets to choose which champion he gets to fight, or is it brand specific?
Oh
I
no
think
no,
it's
he
brand
already
specific.
chose. He already chose.
Oh, he already chose. Okay,
He chose. He chose.
the Raw
He
title,
he chose the Raw title. So
which
he
is
said
his
whoever
brand. Yeah.
Yeah.
he literally said whoever's champion by SummerSlam was going after that title.
Okay.
That's what he literally said.
And
Now I'm gonna throw a little bit of a monkey wrench into the situation with that picture you just sent to me.
Yeah.
Now they play up the injury angle where he's not available for SummerSlam, but he comes back for Bash at Berlin and wins the title there.
Part
That would be smart booking. And I think we're going to get more smart booking now that Triple H is in charge.
which we have been.
Yes, we have. I got to admit, the quality of WWE programming has gone up significantly since Triple H took over.
I have to agree. It's been more watchable, and even production wise, it's been much better.
that works. So then, what would you do at SummerSlam? Would you do like Damian Priest, Seth Rollins 2, or
I would actually have a funky kind of finish at Money in the Bank, which forces a rematch at SummerSlam. Then you have Seth take the title off of Priest there, and Gunther wins the title at Bash in Berlin.
Hmm.
But that's just me.
but I
Hmm.
realized that Jay Uso didn't get hurt. Or did I miss him getting hit?
No, I don't think he got taken out.
No.
He was celebrating through the crowd.
Yeah, he was in the crowd during doing his celebration, so it would have been kind of hard to take him out in the crowd.
Yeah, you had to take out all the audience.
You had out all the witnesses.
There ain't no witnesses if it's dark out.
Ah, dark match.
That gives new meaning to the term dark match.
But I loved how they used the Shatter theme song. I loved how they used the Shatter theme song. Because that was actually my favorite Bray Wyatt theme. Before he passed away,
Yeah,
and
Shattered was definitely one of the best.
I think the day he passed away, I was actually in Williamsport. I was supposed to stay that weekend, and when I found out he passed away, I went back home because I couldn't handle that. I couldn't just handle that shit. I was literally I couldn't even watch the Little League World Series games when he passed away. So
Mhm.
after watching that documentary, I was like, it's the only time.
Hmm.
And I thought they did Bray a huge service in that, a huge, great tribute for that welcoming back.
Hmm.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
So, do you think there's anybody else from TNA who's going to show up? Who do you think? Who else do you think could show up?
Santino Marella. No, I'm just kidding.
You mean Santina?
No,
no, he's Santino.
I don't know.
No,
I'm just
but he's got to bring the Cobra. He's got to bring the Cobra, and somebody has to do the Shad.
yeah. See, Brain gets it.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I'll tell you what,
People keep
without a
interrupting.
doubt, that had to be the best sell of the Cobra I have ever seen.
I mean JTG, like.
No, that was Shad. That was Gaspar.
No, that was JTG that did that.
No, it was Shad. It was Shad Gaspar.
I'm gonna throw a name out there.
Okay.
Jake something.
Ooh,
Think he shows
why
up.
not? Why not?
What the fuck? I forgot he was still with the company. I'm looking at that rest. I'm looking at the roster now.
Yeah.
I totally forgot Josh Matthews is still with TNA. I think he's behind the scenes now. Speedball Mike Bailey might show up.
How about Brian Myers?
No, I don't think he shows up. Zachary Wentz might.
Is that what you're talking about, Brain, or
Which one?
the one I just sent you? Was that the show you were talking about?
Where he starts doing the seizure? Yeah. Where he hits him with the Cobra and he just goes like this and falls over. Yeah, that was Shad Gaspar.
No, I just sent you the video. It's JTG.
It didn't come through.
No? Hold on.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Oh, that's great, Cleaner.
Wait, what'd you share? Oh God. Oh shit. Oh, I saw that just now.
Please don't play no Hulkamania music. I have to take my shirt off.
No,
What?
no.
No, please don't. No, we don't want that.
Anytime I hear,
That would almost be as bad as seeing this Cleaner's ass.
That might be better than Hulkamania.
But I'm cuter.
That's debatable.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think my ass is cuter.
Oh,
But no, anytime we see Hulk Hogan, we play Iron Sheik's theme. Because fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Fuck that jabroni Hogan.
Yeah, that piece
Fuck
of
that
shit
jabroni
jabroni.
motherfucker.
I break his back and make him humble.
Fuck your Hulk Hogan.
Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Okay, yeah, all right. I stand corrected. You're right.
Sorry.
I stand corrected.
no, you got it right, so.
Yeah, well, I hate when I make people look, when I make them look like they're wrong. That's why I'm still getting over everything on Saturday. So.
That's all right.
Trying to battle back. Catching the ball. Cobra strike! Cena trying to battle back. Catching the ball. Cobra strike!
See, you want to hear the sad thing, though? You want to hear the
What's
sad
that?
thing about that? Is that as soon as that happened, he went backstage and he answered his phone, and that was it. Fuck.
A chew fuck. Okay.
A chew fuck.
Fuck
And that-
fuck that nosy for making you sneeze it. I don't know. There you go, again.
Bless you.
Were you allergic to honesty? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait a minute.
yeah.
Wait a minute.
Oh shit.
Oh, really? Double?
Or wait, 5, 4, 3,
5,
2, 1.
1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5.
Hey, cleaner. Can you read between the lines? Is it too low, or should I turn it up for you?
That was a good one.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Anytime.
All right.
Man.
I think we've worn the fucking jokes out tonight. I knew that was coming. I knew he was going to blow that one up.
Yeah, I got
Jesus
some of my
too.
notes here. Okay, so all right, let's all stop it.
Yeah. I can do that too.
Yeah,
It just takes me longer to set it up.
I know it's like
Wait a second.
Um,
Did Dodgeball shave?
yeah.
What?
He
Did
just
Dodgeball
know.
shave?
He's got weird nose.
yeah, he shaved a little bit.
I'm just laughing. He's the only one who knows. Everyone else is just like, yeah, whatever.
Well, I had to put
Yeah,
my eyes
whatever,
back
exactly.
on. I had to put my eyes back on. What do you expect?
What, you mean beer goggles?
Yeah, root beer goggles.
Hey,
Yeah,
nothing wrong with root
I
beer.
really don't drink in the bar unless, it was this past weekend because,
When you know, you
Yeah.
know.
when you know.
Well, correct.
Yeah.
The correct statement is if you know, you know.
And if you
Okay.
don't, you won't know.
Oh, now you know.
All right. We're
Ed
gonna
knows
go
how to
through.
battle.
We're gonna go through each 5 of us. Okay.
Okay. All
This
right.
is how we're gonna end the show. This is gonna be our
Okay.
new show ender.
Okay.
Out of any match in history, recommend one for the viewers to watch.
Ooh.
All right, RPM, let's start it off.
Yeah. RPM, you first.
We go clockwise.
All right.
Wait. All right.
TLC WrestleMania 17.
Excellent match.
TLC. Okay. TLC 2. Okay. So Silent Assassin.
Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin submission match from WrestleMania 13.
Nice.
And Brain.
Come on, everybody knows which match I'm going. WrestleMania 3, Savage versus Steamboat for the Intercontinental title.
I must be the mother effing oddball. I can't remember I can't remember which one it was, but part of me wants to go with the whole I'm going to old school all Japan with
Damn it.
Masa versus Kawada.
Okay.
With the finisher being the Gonzo bomb.
Okay.
Nice one.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to go a little bit different.
Goody.
I am going to go from Pro Wrestling Noah.
Mm-mm.
March 1st, 2003, Kenta Kobashi versus Mitsuharu Misawa.
Good one.
Shit.
And I will tell you right now, you could realistically just take any Kobashi versus Misawa. Without the doubt, probably wrestling's greatest rivalry.
No doubt.
Can't argue that. That's a good one. And I like your idea of using this as a finisher for the show.
Yeah,
If you guys down for doing this every week?
I'm good.
absolutely.
Yeah, we'll definitely do one.
Yeah, definitely. We got to figure out a different theme for each week to finish it
I
off, but
It's
I like the favorite match of all time.
No. It's not favorite match. It's just Choose
A
one
match
match.
you recommend?
Just if
Yeah.
you had to just give one match for what you want the fans to watch this week, just throw out. It could be
All right,
anything.
cool. All
It
right,
could
cool.
be. It could
Then I
be
know where I'm
the
going. I know where I'm going the next couple of weeks.
yeah. It could be the 10-second squash match of Sheamus and Daniel Bryan from WrestleMania 28. It could be Stone Cold versus The Rock WrestleMania 17. It could be anything on you want. Just which match do you recommend somebody watch this week?
Oh man, I got a couple of good ones coming up for the next couple of weeks. But
Mm.
hey,
Hey,
RPM, turn your camera back on.
I'm sending an email to my job. Sorry.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right.
next month is actually the 30-year anniversary of the 1994 WCW Bash of the Beach.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
Flair
Nice.
and Hogan. It was that Hogan won the WCW title in his first match.
Yep.
See, the difference is that
You didn't like how they booked up to it. No, yeah, I can understand that.
yeah, I mean Hogan's was different because he was. I liked the way he was booked to become champion because you didn't expect him to join WCW and all of a sudden Ric Flair starts going crazy, and he starts you know
Well, I mean,
being
WCW was smart enough to actually do the fucking dream match that WWE should have done like 3 years prior.
You would
Absolutely.
think that, right?
they actually did do it, but it was never it was like
It
a
was on
house
house shows, and Hogan pulled the creative control card.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing.
They're off.
Going back to what we were talking about earlier with the death of WCW. Prior, Eric Bischoff said that on WWE television, he said that Hulk Hogan never had creative control. In this documentary with Vice, he says that Hulk Hogan had creative control and he used it versus Sting in '97 at the Starrcade finish.
Hmm.
I'd believe it.
So do I.
Absolutely fucking believe it too.
Hogan was the biggest politician in wrestling history.
Yep. And in the words of the great Iron Sheik, fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Fuck that
No
jabroni
thanks.
Hogan.
So if you guys review of Bash of the Beach 94 sometime next month.
That's what I was saying. One day
You know
when
what?
we're all free, we could do like a watch along. And all we have to do, we don't even have to show
We're not going to
the
show it.
no, all we have to do is just post in the corner of the screen the timestamp. That's it. Like the only thing we show is the timestamp. That's it. And if you want to have like a little graphic of
I'm gonna-
the show.
No, do one better. The timestamp and the current match.
Okay.
Because it's like timestamp is just whatever, but current match makes it more interactive.
Yeah.
More easy to count off. So do that. That'd be perfect.
So, quick
Perfection.
question:
Yes.
what's the topic for next week? Do we have one?
Nope.
Because I
Do we?
have one.
Go
All
ahead.
right, what is it? What is it?
Are we ever? I got a question for brain. Are we ever going to be doing the drafts?
That was the cleaner's idea to do the
Yes.
drafts.
Well, now that I'm back, if you guys want to do that for next week, we could do that.
You know what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
why
mean-
not? Let's do the draft.
All right.
So-
We're gonna.
So now, cleaner, you got to come up with how many wrestlers we can have, how many, what's the limit for everything, and
Okay.
the point system. We gotta have,
Well,
we
you
gotta
know
have a
what?
point
I
system.
would say this. I would say to determine who wins, we let the people vote. So whoever watches the episode will post the final rosters, and the people will vote, and we can leave the poll open for a week, and then boom, bing bang boom, 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 boom.
Well, all right. That works, but I can raise you on that. So my idea was this: after we do our draft, was every time a superstar on your roster wins, you get a point. When they lose half a point. The person with
Oh,
the person with the most points, by next WrestleMania, you
okay.
know,
So I wasn't thinking we were doing it fantasy football style. I thought we were just doing it WWE draft style, but for AEW.
I think doing like a fantasy roster would be a pretty awesome idea if you guys agree.
It's up to you guys. Because then what the plan that I had an idea was that we each have we have Collision and we have Dynamite, and at the time since we only had three hosts, it was going to be one versus one. But depending on who shows up next week, we could do two versus one or whatever, and then we would just draft them. How the
Oh,
WWE draft used to do, and then the viewers would vote on who has the better roster.
I mean, we can still do that, but once you draft the roster, you're stuck with that roster until um, if you keep that roster you have for like a year.
Well, see, yeah, that's the thing. We weren't, as far as I was planning it, it wasn't going to be fantasy style. We weren't gonna like continue this. It's just gonna be for like the one episode, and then the people would vote on who has the better roster, and then we reveal the results the next episode, and then bing, bam, boom, it's over.
I like doing it the cleaner's way because trying to keep track of all the points is a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
Oh no,
yeah.
no, yeah. It's just an idea that came in my head. But instead of like 1-1-1-1, instead of 2-1-2, how about we each make our own roster, and that's it.
Well, yeah. At the time that we were doing this, obviously we only had three hosts. So, Brain was going to take either Dynamite or Collision, and then Dollar Bill would have the other show. Um, if we can get four people, or at least an even number of people, we could do two versus two. Two people represent Dynamite, two people represent Collision. But
But why?
that would be on how many people we have for next week.
Right.
But why would it have to be Dynamite Collision? Why can't it just be like?
Because those are the
Because
two
we're doing it
AEW
based
shows.
on AEW. We're not doing it across all wrestling.
Yeah, we're
That'll
doing
take
it.
Oh,
forever.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we were doing.
I see. The idea I thought was that we were just gonna choose based out of all the wrestlers.
No, no, no. Yeah, we were planning to do this around the WWE draft, and we were like, how about we try one for AEW? Since obviously they don't do the draft system,
Yeah.
and we were just gonna, and like they don't even have a show system, so we were just gonna do that.
I choose the Brain.
If that's what you want as your teammate, then Dollar Bill could wing it up by himself,
As usual.
Assassin,
unless
you going to be in on this?
As long as I can make it, hope for me we can try to get others.
yeah, we'll have more details. We'll set everything
We'll
up during the week.
talk about it all in the chat.
Yep.
But now my question to you is: are we choosing specifically just AEW, or
Yeah.
are we including Ring of Honor wrestlers as well?
Ooh. Well,
Because
um,
AEW owns the Ring of Honor, and you do have some guys come over, go back and forth.
So then we
yeah.
do AEW versus ROH.
No, because AEW has a much larger pool to draw from.
What I will say
So
is this.
we encompass everybody into one draft between AEW and Ring of Honor. So, like, let's say you and I are the team, RPM,
Yeah.
and we decide to draft Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe's the Ring of Honor champion.
Yeah.
But he wrestles on AEW as well.
So, what I will say is this. I'm going to since I'm probably gonna I'm gonna find a way to keep like a sheet of it.
If
And
you
I
can,
am
I can make the spreadsheet for you if you need to.
I should be able to do it. But what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna keep a database and I'm gonna share it with you guys of the official rosters. Uh, what I will probably do is anybody that appears on both AEW and ROH are going to be in the pool. People that appear for just Ring of Honor might not.
Okay, so like Athena wouldn't be.
Yeah, I think as of right now, Athena wouldn't be, but if she's on the let me check the AEW roster. Ugh, yeah, Athena doesn't show up. Does she? No, yeah, she doesn't show up on the AEW page, so she's a no go. Anthony Henry, no, he doesn't show up. See, Angelico appears on both, so he would show up.
Okay.
I don't see. So Billy Starks is no. Bishop Khan is on both, so he would be good. So I would probably have a whole database of who's going to be available and who's not. And then I'm also going to keep a couple of other spreadsheets to keep track of everybody's selections.
Okay, good.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm getting tired. I got work in the morning.
All right,
Yes,
yeah, we're gonna
yes.
finish it off now, anyways.
Yeah.
We lost Dollar Bill.
He did.
Well, we'll find them eventually.
Yeah. So
He's probably by half a dollar bill.
50-cent bill now.
he 50 cent.
All
Just
right, see you
hopefully he
guys.
doesn't get shot 9 times.
His
Right.
internet died.
Oh, perfect.
He just sent the text in the group chat.
All right, well,
Oh wait a minute, hold on, hang on. Here we go.
Yeah, apparently my internet at home must have croaked, so I got to reset the router in a bit.
So he rejoins by phone. That's a trooper. That's a trooper.
Nothing wrong with that on my phone
Yep.
too.
Exactly.
Nah,
So
I always have a way.
When there's a will, there's a way. When there's a way, there's a will.
Amen to that, brother.
All right. On that
case in
note,
point.
salute.
All right, gentlemen. As always, good show.
Yep.
And he leaves before the finish.
Yeah. Premature.
All right.
It was.
It was a premature, as Ahmed suffered from a premature detonation.
Silence.
But
I kill you.
silence! I kill you! Gentlemen, as always, until next week. Too sweet. And just for good measure,